Hey guys, everyone out there is scared and they want to freak out and worry about what's going on right now. I told you that this is nothing new. It's been happening for years. Why? Because it has. Christ said this system doesn't just creep in all at once. If you go to seek wisdom from God and watch all my videos, you will see that. I taught prophecy from the Bible, not my word. I teach year of the locust. I teach Satan's coming. I told you guys it would be this year when all you guys were saying it was last year in 2012 and blah, 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 blah. I've told you right from the beginning. I told you there's going to come a time when they're not going to let us on here. I told you brother would betray brother, sister would betray sister. That's the church, the election. Anytime you see a female representation there, and you've got the potential for Israel, you've got the potential for church, because the mother, the children are the ones, anyone you're teaching, bring it up in the Word. The father would be God. You can symbolize all that stuff. This is what I taught. I said to stay in the Bible, and then people attack me for being a prophet. And I never said I was a prophet, a God, or anything. I never denied Jesus Christ on the cross. So I made all my videos, and I put them out there. I taught people to go and talk to God, that He's in your heart. I teach people to eat right. I teach people to read their Bible. I said if I could have one book in the whole wide world any time in my life, I would have chose the Bible. Because I know it was true. Because I know the little bits and pieces that I read, the scriptures vibrate, and you can feel God in your heart. That's how you know everything is true. That's how you know another person is true. That's how you know what to do. I'm not scared and worried about what's going on. I've been reaching out to people and telling them of this upcoming 2013 for years. I've been persecuted, called a nut, called a conspiracy theorist, called everything in the world, and God's Word shows you. If you go back and look at all my videos, I've said this over and over and over. All you have to do is watch. What is the earth? A woman in travail, and the labor pains get closer. I've said it over and over and over. People don't want to hear. Remember, numbers don't mean anything. Prophecy don't mean anything. God's Word doesn't mean anything. I read my book daily. I read it all day long. Here and there. You know why? Because about 6 years ago, I gave my life up to reading and researching and developing my relationship with God, because that's the path that I chose. And I've been warning people ever since, and learning the Word and teaching people how to go home and find the Spirit, and then working in the Bible with them. See, life exists for me outside YouTube. There's a lot of people that don't understand that. They spend their time boxed up in YouTube. And all I try to do is help people. And look what time it is. And I'll keep teaching the Word and what it says forever, whoever wants to watch. Like I said, I love all you guys. But I told you to stay in one book, didn't I? I tell you where to go. I tell you to look up your words, because those words have meaning. It's better to understand a chapter and have to sit there and look words up, guys, like I started out doing, but no one wants to watch the videos where I teach the Bible. They don't like it. They want to hear stories about fairy tales and flying off in outer space and everything else. But what we should be going through and pulling out. I love you guys. I'll keep teaching the Word, because I know what time it is, and I've known what time it is. And I also understand God's on the throne. And there has to be a great falling away before there's a coming to. And what percentage is that I said this year? Some been saying 15%, some say 13%. I read, it says 10%. That's all that'll be left, 10% that's not tricked by Antichrist and his angels coming up. And guess what? May through September is the year of the locust. If you watch my other channel, Seek Wisdom from God, if you watch the videos on this channel, I've been through that. The locust here in Joel, I never denied that. All I said was, like, the light videos that I have on Seek Wisdom from God, you know what I said? If anything, it's scouts that God sent out. Zechariah, it says God sends out scouts right before the year of the locust. What is the year of the locust? That's next month, guys. That's next month. All I said was God send out scouts. I never said the locust of Joel was not Satan. Never did I say that. what I was saying there, if you go back to Seek Wisdom from God and you read about Zechariah, the people that follow me and listen to me way back since then, no, because chariots are different from the horses. The horses that were in the myrtle trees down there, those were the scouts. What did he say? Go forth and measure the temple. And they go for it and they come back. And what did he say? All the world's at rest, didn't he? And then God was mad about it when you go to read on. Go and watch my Zechariah videos. And go and read and tell me what I said. I've been warning people, but I yelled at for being a prophet when all I'm doing is reading God's Word. I never added to prophecy and tried to make myself look big. I'm not no God. I'm not a seer. I'm not an indigo child. I'm not all this other stuff people said. I came here to help. I wasn't even watching other people's videos, and I get caught up in a madness. But I'm going to keep teaching God's Word, so maybe some people will listen now when I read it chapter by chapter, verse by verse, and I give you the Hebrew and the Greek words instead of you guys out there playing magical world of fairy tales.